What makes Central Michigan University's student media groups unique is that we're all going full blast all the time. Each week, our organizations put together hours of live news shows. We write dozens of stories, we produce publications, and this is covering events happening pretty much everywhere. We all practically live in Moore Hall, and it's paid off. Our groups have won Best College Newspaper and Television Stations in the state, Best College Media Company, and even a few Emmys. Our network of CMU alumni in the media industry is extensive, and I'm very proud to be joining that group come May.
We have 2 separate daily news shows, Monday through Friday. They usually last about 10 to 15 minutes, where the news team comes in and they give essentially a news update for all the things that happened in the past couple weeks. And they do that for both stations, 91.5 and 101.1. And then on Sundays, we have a 2-hour show in which we have about 4 people that get together and we discuss all the news that's been happening recently that have been pretty big. My name is Dominic Gaskin. I'm majoring in broadcasting and cinematic arts. My position here is the news director for WMHW Radio.
If you're looking to be a journalism major, this is definitely one of the places to be. Once I got to Grambus Community College, I wanted to make sure that I set myself up to where when I got here, I could just get right into the door and start as a journalism major. You know, what sets CM Life apart from everyone else is just they give you an opportunity from day one to showcase your skills, and they're always here to help you at any time. My name is Greg Whitcliffe. I am a journalism major, and I am the sports editor for Central Michigan Life. I've been here for 3 years. I've worked under a few sports editors that really taught me a lot about writing and how to cover sports. And I just want to pass that along to all of the younger reporters that have come through now.
We're web first, so we publish all of our stories when we have them. We do have a print product. It comes out Monday and Thursday. We employ every single kind of social medium that they're using out there in the world. We have a multimedia department that produces video. We have podcasts. We use Twitter. My name is Ben Solis. I'm a journalism major, and I'm the managing editor of CM Life. The office is bustling throughout the week, whether it's us on the news editorial side or the advertising department or PR. You know, sometimes there's some headbutting because everybody's trying to do the best job that they can, but at the end of the day, we have this beautiful product that we put out, and that's such a great morale builder. Once you're a part of CM Life and you're really ingrained in it, that doesn't go away once you graduate. It really is like a life sentence in the best way possible. You see our Journalism Hall of Fame, and you see how many great people came through this program. It's inspiring because you know that you're getting the same education and the same experience that they did when they were students.
I received the Elmo Waringa Scholarship in 2005. I was a student at Ottawa Hills High School. As seniors, we were all very excited about applying for scholarships. The application process for the scholarship was a little bit different than the other ones, so it wasn't just an essay that I filled out, but I was able to sit down with the person who was giving out the scholarship.
I decided to pursue culinary because my mom especially just taught me from a young age that food is a way that people connect. I really love being able to prepare food for people and watch them gather around that and make memories around the food. My advice for students that are applying this year is to do it as soon as possible and to be truthful when you fill out the application. The people that are reviewing the scholarships really look for honest answers as to why you're pursuing what you're pursuing.
for the sky. We go cruising up to ourselves.
My name is Frank Radis, and I am the expert in residence for Definition 6, the news market. When I went to college, I started to study television, and my brother owned a bar near the local NBC station. Someone came in, drunk as a skunk one night, and said, "Do you know anyone that wants a job at NBC down the street?" My brother said, "Well, maybe my brother does." I got the job. So one of the best moments of my life was probably one of the worst moments in history, and that was the day the hostages were taken in Iran in 1979. I was working at ABC News in New York, and I was the weekend assignment editor, so I was the one who saw the Wire story come across that said that these hostages had been taken, and I had to call the correspondent who was working the duty shift at the State Department into the office on a weekend, and he said to me, it'll probably be over in a couple of hours, when in fact it lasted for 444 more days. And a TV show was created in America called Nightline out of that moment in history. So for me, that was probably the most important moment in my professional career. The best advice that I can give anyone who wants a career in this business is not to make a quantum leap. Don't jump too far. Don't get out of college and think you're a producer. Don't automatically decide that you're going to be a director if you haven't been an editor. You need to take steps. The steps are required so that you can learn. It's almost like an apprenticeship, so that you can learn how to do your job in a way that when you need to be telling other people how to do their job, they understand that you've done it, so they'll listen to you.
My name is Emmy, and I'm a marketing intern here at the News Market. The best part of my internship has been the variety. I get to do a lot of different things, and I've also learned a lot. I would like to work in media and communications and marketing because I see myself as being a creative person but also strategic. So I think it combines like the best qualities. To boost my creativity, I like to dance. One of the best moments of my life was when I was at a NERD concert. Fred Williams is like my biggest idol, and he held my hand during one of my favourite songs.
It's Matt Thompson, I'm the MD of the News Market. The best part of my job at the News Market is working with an amazingly talented group of individuals who come to work every day with a smile on their face and fantastic ideas. When I left university, my first job was as a chauffeur, and whilst driving for chief executive of a small conglomerate, he asked me to write a speech, and that set me off in my role, in my job in communications and marketing. If you're starting a job in media communications, my advice to you is take on an internship, get work experience, because that's the best thing that you can offer a prospective employer, is having done it. And if while you're at university, write blogs, create content, because that's what a prospective employer will be looking for.
My name is Claudia, and I'm a senior account manager and head of operations here at the News Market. The best part of my job is the fact that I can work on very different projects every day, so it's very challenging and very different, it's never boring. To boost my creativity, I do a lot of traveling and I sing Disney songs. One of the best moments of my life was probably, well, last summer when I was in Borneo, in Malaysia, and I had the opportunity to see and adopt, actually, an orangutan. It was a very different experience and it was so exciting.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, man. Great to be clapped.
Yeah.
Santa has got a bad reputation.
He's a mess and a half, that Santa.
Did anyone see Santa on the news last night?
Yes.
Let's have a look. We need to change Santa's image for something good. Who's got any ideas?
Remember, if you don't like what's being said, just change the conversation.
Well, we definitely need to get the media involved. We need journalists to talk about him.
We need influencers to talk about it. Yeah, that's right.
Like everyone in the United States, the citizens of the United Kingdom are eagerly awaiting to find out who the next president of the United States will be. U.S. citizens living in the UK have the option to vote absentee, but some have decided not to vote due to options on the ballot for this election cycle. Elena Terry, a student from Johnson and Wales College in Rhode Island, is an American student studying this semester in the UK. Terry has decided that she will not be voting.
From the very beginning, when I found out that Donald Trump was even part of the election at all, I kind of saw it as a huge joke and I didn't really take it seriously. And then, I mean, obviously Hillary Clinton, she's no better, but she's not as terrible, and I didn't really see her as a joke as much as I saw him as a joke.
The way that it's framed to us is Hillary Clinton is this very capable female would-be president, and Donald Trump is this angry misogynist, and it's a battle of those two extremes. Pretty much everyone I know, I don't think I know a single person who would support Trump. Even people who are in conservative right-wing circles, we look at the Republicans in many cases and think, oh, actually that's quite far right. That's further than we would go in this country.
They cut. They clipped. And they cleared their way to a more attractive and vibrant neighborhood around historic Denby High School on Detroit's east side.
Throughout the week, we will have in total about 1,500 people who have descended on the Denby neighborhood to help beautify it.
An army of volunteers from FCA US gathered during the first week of August to get their hands dirty and do a good deed.
So I think it's good to give back to the community. I think it's a way that not just myself but the company can show how we can help out, not just where we're at, but outside communities. It's a way to show how we can be a role model to different generations of people. And it's just a way to give back in general.
The FCA Motor Citizen volunteers worked on days when temperatures soared to 90 degrees.
One of the things that I really like is this Motor Citizen program. It really gives you an opportunity to give back to the community, do good things, and you know what, overall it makes you feel good.
Together, the volunteers mowed lawns, cleared trash, and cut down overgrown bushes around houses in the neighborhood.
When we go to the place, it's so messy, and when we leave that place, it looks much better.